George Washington's face greets us every day. We see him on the dollar bill and the quarter, schools and towns bear his name, monuments across the country honor his memory. Why is he so important? He is hailed as the father of our nation for his crucial role in the founding of the United States. Washington was born into a Virginia planter family in 1732. He did not have the privilege of a formal university education like some of his contemporaries. Instead, he received tutoring at home and developed a strong work ethic from a young age. This foundation would prove invaluable in his later life. Washington's early career was as a surveyor. He learned to navigate the wilderness and developed a keen eye for detail. These skills would serve him well in his military career. In 1753, he received his first military commission and began his service in the Virginia militia. Washington's leadership qualities were quickly recognized. He rose through the ranks and gained valuable experience during the French and Indian War. His courage and strategic thinking impressed those around him, foreshadowing the pivotal role he would play in the fight for American independence. As tensions grew between the colonies and Great Britain, Washington became increasingly involved in the resistance movement. He was elected to the First Continental Congress in 1774. The following year, when the conflict escalated into armed rebellion, Washington was the natural choice to lead the Continental Army. Washington faced a daunting task. The Continental Army was poorly equipped and inexperienced compared to the mighty British forces. However, Washington's determination and natural leadership abilities inspired his men. He understood the importance of discipline and training in forging a cohesive fighting force. Throughout the long and arduous years of the Revolutionary War, Washington persevered. He faced defeats and setbacks but never gave up hope. His strategic brilliance was evident in key victories at Trenton and Yorktown. Washington's leadership proved crucial in securing vital foreign alliances with France and Spain. Washington's resilience and determination were tested during the harsh winter at Valley Forge. Despite facing unimaginable hardship, he rallied his troops and kept the spirit of the revolution alive. His unwavering commitment to the cause of liberty inspired his men to fight on. After the British surrender at Yorktown in 1781, Washington had achieved what many thought impossible. He had led a ragtag group of colonists to victory against the greatest military power of the time. His leadership was instrumental in securing independence for the newly formed United States of America. With the war won, Washington yearned to return to his beloved Mount Vernon and resume a peaceful life. However, his service to the nation was far from over. The newly independent states needed a framework for their government, and Washington was called upon once more to lead. In 1787, Washington presided over the Constitutional Convention in Philadelphia. His presence lent legitimacy and gravitas to the proceedings. Though he participated sparingly in the debates, his influence was deeply felt. The delegates at the convention recognized the need for a strong executive branch to provide stability and unity to the fledgling nation. They unanimously elected Washington as the first president of the United States. Washington approached the presidency with the same sense of duty and purpose that had guided him throughout his life. He understood that his actions would set precedents for all future presidents. He worked tirelessly to establish a functioning government and address the many challenges facing the new nation. During his 2 terms in office, Washington made significant contributions to shaping the young republic. He established a cabinet system, formed the first national bank, and oversaw the suppression of the Whiskey Rebellion, asserting the authority of the federal government. As his 2nd term drew to a close, Washington chose not to seek re-election. In his farewell address, he warned against the dangers of political factions, emphasized the importance of unity and neutrality in foreign affairs, and urged his countrymen to uphold the principles of the Constitution. Washington's farewell address became one of the most significant documents in American history. His words of wisdom continue to resonate with Americans today, reminding us of the importance of unity, civic virtue, and responsible leadership.